Welcome back to B&E Sports Talk. Rookie Dynasty rankings for 2024 fantasy quarterbacks is kind of a no-brainer. You got to jump right in here with Caleb Williams. He's walking into a great setup with all these weapons in Chicago. He's going to be a viable fantasy option in 2024, I think, and definitely going forward. He's got to be like the number one overall pick unless you go Marvin Harrison in your rookie Dynasty drafts.
100%. I don't think there's been this clear cut of a QB choice in Fantasy Dynasty in a hot minute. Go ahead and rip him off the board. He doesn't have any competition except for Tyler Badgett, an undrafted free agent. So
yeah, and I mean, just look around at the weapons they've provided for him. This will be fun. He gets to walk into a truly a special situation.
I just hope that all the slander that we've given him over the last 2 months ends up being a bunch of baloney.
Same.
And I hope that he comes out and ends up being that generational talent, because there's nothing better than seeing a new guy come in and fill in and become that guy.
He's the clear-cut number one choice for quarterback here. I have Jaden Daniels too.
I've got Jaden Daniels as well, number 2. I think he just comes in and starts off the rip too.
I think he's going to be their week one starter, and they're going to have a pretty fun lineup like we were talking about in our tight end video. He'll have some weapons as well. I'm much more hype on Jaden Daniels, the quarterback, than I am on Caleb Williams, the quarterback. But for fantasy purposes, I still have to put Williams above him.
Just because of what could be.
Yeah, I'm really hyped up for Jaden Daniels, though. I can't wait to watch that guy play. Down at 3, I have McCarthy.
3, I've got Nix. I've got him there just because of the situation.
Because you think he's going to start no matter what this year?
I feel like he has a better chance to start over Jared Stidham than J.J. McCarthy does over Sam Darnold.
I agree with that.
Because I think that if we had gotten Sam Darnold like we wanted to as well, that he ultimately would have done the exact same thing and started the whole year, and then our quarterback would have sat on the bench. But yeah, just because of the situation. And he's also got some decent stuff around him. You know, he's not terribly off.
Yeah, no, the Broncos have a little roster. They scare me, what they've done since Peyton left. But yeah, I have Bo Nix at 5. I almost put him at 4. I'm pretty much with you on everything you just said. I'm just a huge fan of McCarthy in the situation. I think the Vikings are truly the best place that any of these quarterbacks could have landed. I know the Bears have 3 great receivers, but the Vikings have Justin Jefferson.
Right.
And TJ Hawkinson and Jordan Addison.
The only worry is that Justin Jefferson doesn't want to stay there and stick around.
That could be.
And they also don't want to compromise their future on $35 million a year for a pass catcher.
Yeah, no, and I get all of that. I understand what you're saying.
But we're not really talking about that right now.
I think that just long term, that J.J. McCarthy could end up having the best career in this draft.
He definitely could. If any of these other guys don't live up to the hype or they don't get surrounded with better situations, then
that's the name of the game in the NFL. It's just are you in a good situation or are you not?
Yep.
Nobody thought Matthew Stafford, well, maybe not nobody, but a lot of general fans didn't think Matthew Stafford was shit until he went to the Rams and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Nothing changed about him. He just went to a new team, you know? That's very real with this stuff.
Yeah.
I have Drake Maye at 4.
I have got Drake Maye at 4 as well. I like the situation that he's in. I think that they are truly going to sit him for the year like they should. The only time he's going to touch the field is in late game situations or just situations where they feel like Jacoby Brissett just doesn't need to be in the game anymore.
Yeah, I'm down with some Drake Maye garbage time this year. He's a great pick to let sit on your dynasty bench if you have room for him. He's definitely got the quarterback build.
That's for sure.
He's got the best build probably in this whole draft class.
Other than Nix.
Yeah, Nix is built out. I like Maye as a quarterback. The situation is not great, though, for fantasy purposes yet anyways. We'll see down the line. I think he's a good stash. At 5, I have Bo Nix, who I will not go into further detail on.
Okay, I've got McCarthy. I also don't need to go into any further detail.
Okay.
Next, I've got Spencer Rattler.
As do I.
He's in a great situation to sit and develop and learn behind Derek Carr until Derek Carr ultimately starts sucking ass this year, and then Spencer Rattler will hit the field this year. I don't think we should have any expectations for him.
He's going to have a big learning curve.
Yes, that is for sure. So, I wouldn't have any expectations for him, but if you have room to sit there and hold him, why not?
It's worth a little flyer in a deep league.
For sure. If you've got a deep bench in a deep league where you just have that spot.
But like you said, look for him to end up playing some games in 24 if Derek Carr ends up losing a lot.
Yep.
At 7, I got Michael Penix. If you have room to let a guy sit on your bench for 4 years, other than that, I'm letting him go to other people in all dynasty drafts. Someone will eventually drop him in the next 3 years, scoop him up down the road. My additional deep round dude is Jordan Travis. I'm not sure if he'll end up ever becoming the starter in New York when Aaron Rodgers leaves, but there's a chance he will. He gets to go in and sit behind Aaron Rodgers and hopefully develop and just soak up a ton of knowledge. We don't know, but there's definitely a lot of potential there. If he ends up being the starter in New York in a couple of years, he should have a great cast of guys around him. And, I mean, he could be the starter there as soon as 2025.
Yeah, that's a good sleeper.
If they don't sign a big free agent or re-sign Aaron Rodgers after this season, he could end up being their starter next year.
Yeah, and if Aaron Rodgers decides he wants to actually teach a little bit of something, then that could be good.
Yeah.
Joe Milton is my sleeper. And the strange fact that Drake Maye does not work out, it seems very, very RG3 Kirk Cousin-esque that they ended up with a quarterback that has a lot of great features and tangibles and a good football IQ, knows the game, and can launch the hell out of it, sitting behind their top-tier prospect of a quarterback. And you never know.
I mean, Drake Maye might work out great, and then Milton could end up going to another team and flourishing, just like Kirk Cousins eventually did.
Yeah.
I know that he had a couple of years on the Redskins before he did that, but, still.
Still. A great arm, great
Jimmy
build,
G.
everything.
Jimmy G.
Literally, you just got to wait for your injury moment. Show off, win a couple games, and that's that. The rest is history.
Yep.
Look at Matt Flynn.
Hell yeah, dude. You got paid. All right. I think that's it for our rookie rankings for Dynasty on our quarterbacks.
That is it. Let us know what y'all think. They officially switched the red subscribe button to a white subscribe button, which is lame. So hit the white subscribe button. If you're the 100th subscriber, we've got you. Submit the question, and we will make a video on it.
Hell yeah. Y'all take it easy.